Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3, where we are here with Basil, our Generation 3 Dark Moon heir, possibly bringing back the rise of the Dark Moon. He is chasing down the alpha of the Crevice Lake pack, determined to go ahead and see an end to her if he can help it, as he continues to try to make the area safe for his pups. Now that he has realized at how there is danger in the world, and how his pups will not be safe until the dangers are either eliminated or his pups become strong enough to deal with them. Here we have these two locked in battle. And we're gonna have to see if she's able to get away by Basil becoming too tired to continue fighting. But Catalina wants an end to her as well. Look at this! Oh, the loss of Mouse has absolutely transformed this playful, very kind, rambunctious Dark Moon pack into something a lot fiercer, into something that looks a lot more like Parsley of the Dark Moon, who, when she ran into an enemy, would pursue them to no ends. She actually destroyed the Dark Lake pack back when we had the Dark Lake pack to worry about as well. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think he's gonna do it. I think Basil's going to be able to do it. I think just it's too soon after Mouse to have such a challenge and such a battle. And I think a big part of his mother is still in him. And he still remembers what it's like to be a member of the Dark Lake Pack, or like to have all of the battles that Parsley had fighting against the Dark Lake Pack. And here we are now about to take out the female alpha, unless she can get away at like right the last minute. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Well, that's one way for him to recover the fame points that he lost from having his life dream shattered, by earning infamy points. Oh my gosh. Okay, she's like 2 bites away. She's losing stamina. We've almost found another den, so we've like discovered where they can actually den around here on top of everything. Oh, the pups are about to leave the den. Oh my gosh. So if this doesn't do it, if this like last bite doesn't do it, then I think Basil's going to call it. Oh, she's so close. And there we go. And Basil has found his voice again. You guys, Basil, our boy Basil. It just felt right for him because he's in the depths of his grief here. He is worried. He was trying to clear this area out all along so that we could make sure that the pups will be safe. We didn't travel very far into their territory for this, actually. And I really think that that was, in a large part, a hollow victory for him. Because on the one hand, he's gone ahead and he has, I think he's exhausted now, too tired to continue this fight. On the one hand, he has now made things safer for his pups because this territory is now theirs. But I wonder if after having killed another wolf, I think in a lot of regards, Basil would consider himself... Oh, is there a fawn? There's a fawn literally right here. Oh, you know what? I think having just found the fawn, right after he killed that wolf and having taken over their territory and we found the fawn there, I think Basil would just kind of like almost lower his head and really believe that this was all necessary. To become as infamous as his mother, to have the Dark Moon rise once again, I think that he would believe this was all a necessary part of being able to really try to make it safer for his children to survive in this world. So, I don't think he's got like bloodlust and he's not going to try to kill every wolf. But when the challenge came on if that territory was going to belong to the Dark Moon pack or the Crevice Lake pack, Basil and Catalina were a team, and they showed that the answer was for the Dark Moon. Whew. He's exhausted, but he's still got a lot of stamina. Catalina is really beat up. They're both exceptionally beat up, but they earned literally through tooth and claw and shedding blood. They earned the right to be able to go ahead and have more territory for the Dark Moon Pack. And I think Basil, I think he would feel like bad maybe if Mouse hadn't died. For sure he would have never done that because usually he runs away from stranger wolves. But I think now he just realizes he has to be that tough like his mom after all in order to protect the pups and give them a chance to survive. So we'll see how this goes. Let's head back to the little ones. I think he at least found his voice back. I don't know if he's going to be super playful. Oh, that tiny little fawn. There you go, guys. I don't think he would be super playful, but I do think that he would go ahead and start presenting a bit more of a confident front to his children, so that hopefully they'll go ahead. Argon, we'll go ahead and feed you, because our stomach is pretty full. I think Basil would no longer really notice when his stomach was empty, but he would absolutely be paying attention and notice if his children were hungry. Ah, wow. And Catalina is over here licking her wounds. That was the biggest fight she's ever been into. And she's trying to like spend time with her children as well. We're just going to be a little more confident. There we go. See, look, we're showing the pups how to be more confident. I wonder if that has any kind of effect on their personality. And then, let's see, we'll do a confident tail wag. Because he's getting mildly optimistic about the future. And Argon feels good about that. We'll go ahead and howl a few times. Because he's found his voice back now that he has defended our territory. And then we'll keep an eye on these guys. So I wonder what we can do to try to, like, I guess be more confident is the best way to get the pups to pay attention. There we go, Rosetta. Come on, you guys. You all need to stay a little closer. Oh, yeah, look at our little Argon starting to feel more confident too. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna like prick our ears to be like alert. We'll see if we can manage to get some pack affinity with some of these things too. So, and maybe, let's see. Bark. No! Argon has just become sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wonder if he would think that this was maybe punishment. No, I don't think he would. I think that he wouldn't consider this like some sort of punishment that against the pack. I think that for killing the neighboring alpha female, I think that he would just consider this as more signs that the world is unpredictable and difficult and dangerous. And he's beginning to understand what his mother Parsley always saw in trying to keep her pups as strong as possible. All right, let's howl. And then we're gonna curl up with our pups. Because Basil is also exhausted. Oh, listen to Catalina. And we actually are very close to having them all be 15 pounds. So we'll sleep out here in the cold and the snow tonight. Everybody all together. And I wonder what we need to work on when they wake up. Sticking close to Argon, I think that Basil would want to basically like sit on top of Argon the whole time that he is sick, because Basil was sick as well, and now he might see his own former weakness reflected in his son and want to do his best to try to keep his son healthy as he can. So I think we'll basically sit on top of Argon now and try to stick to prey that's really close at hand. How's he doing? Ooh, Argon, you're getting a little sick a little fast. Oh, look at that! We're almost ready for some summer hunting grounds, too. Little Argon's just getting a little bit tired. But there we go. And then, let's see, we can do some barking to kind of alert the pups. And there we go! So even though Argon is sick, they're now all 15 pounds. And on this dark and rainy night, it's time to journey to a summer hunting ground. They're 2 months old, and although they're small, they're tough enough to be protected by the elements, like all of this rain. And we managed to complete at least Catalina's heart quest of being able to have a den at three different types of the cave type dens. So now the question is where to go in order to go ahead and take good care of our pups. I think we're gonna work our way up to Wanderer's Point because that is actually where Meadow raised her pups. And we'll work our way towards this summer hunting ground, I think. Kind of away from the conflict of the Crevice Lake Pack, even though we did just take over some of their territory. So we'll go to this area that's a bit weaker that they haven't really been to. But another time of having to travel in the middle of the night. Ugh, and I wonder if we'll be able to bring the carcass with us so the pups will all be able to at least eat. I guess we'll have to carry the like half-eaten carcass instead. And Argon, well, but Argon is sick, so... you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish this off. Have the pups eaten enough? The pups have eaten enough for now, so we're gonna finish this off. And then we're gonna carry Argon. No, finish this off, Basil. I know you want to just carry it around, but we're gonna finish eating it. And then let's carry Argon. Pack affinity is too low. Pack affinity is too low. Rosetta, come back over here. We're gonna howl a few times. Come on, kids. Stick with us, Rosetta. Oh, please stick with us, Rosetta. Come on, Rosetta. That's right. Stay with the family. Oh, she gets lost so easy, and it's dark and confusing, and there's lightning and thunder. I could totally see her ending up lost if we're not careful. All right. I can't believe we have to set out. What a dramatic turn of events for Basil. Having to set out with his pups in the dark and rainy night. One sick pup, like, carried in his mouth. Badger is being carried by Catalina. And just trying to do our best to make our way to a spot that's kind of out of the elements where the kids will be able to be safe. Oh, this is definitely an event. Oh, Rosetta, stay with us. Holy cow. I can't believe how dramatic Basil's life has gotten. It looked like for a long time it was just going to be a beautiful and calm adventure. Rosetta tripped over a stone. She's doing okay. Or a log. It looked for a long time like it was just going to be a peaceful and playful adventure with our family. And instead, it has really turned into a struggle for survival with Basil and his pups. Affinity is very low. I just feel like he wouldn't feel like doing any more playful moves with them, though. So I think affinity is only going to be able to be raised if we're, like, howling a lot. Ah! Lightning! And if we try to show the pups how to be confident. Catalina's carrying a badger. Ironic that we're carrying them so much when we're going to the summer hunting ground because they're big enough now. Oh, Rosetta is such a little survivor, isn't she? So scrappy and just trying to do her best. Okay, I think we're almost into the patch where we can call this a summer hunting ground. A mule deer is running off. 2 mule deer. I think Rosetta is actually pretty brave. She doesn't seem to mind. Ah, here we go. I think this is the summer hunting ground patch. Is this it? Are we there? Maybe? Almost? Is this a good rendezvous site? I think maybe it's down here? There we go! Alright. So we've reached... Okay, we're gonna call this the Summer Storm rendezvous site. There we go! Yay! Alright, so this is actually going to be where we keep our pups. Let's put everybody down. We're gonna go ahead and howl into the storm and against the elements. Whew. There's already a lucky rabbit's foot. We'll bring back for the kids. They're all howling together. Catalina is definitely staying with little Argon, trying to make sure that even though he is sick, he gets all of the attention we need. And holy cow, you guys, through the dark of a summer storm, no less, with a sick puppy in tow, we have managed to make it to the summer hunting grounds. I am so impressed. And it's also so dramatic that Basil has to just like wander into the darkness with his pups. He's become quite the dramatic character, and it all just has happened on his own. So alright guys, if you guys could, do please leave a like for our wonderful Basil, who's doing his best to raise his puppies and survive as long as possible. And if you guys could, do please consider subscribing to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures. But most importantly, stay curious. and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.